Hello. So this is HeManagement, super simple software for managing your employees. I'm going to show you my training features. So the first thing I want to show you is the responsibilities. So in here, you can create a profile for each employee and you can record their responsibilities. There's some other features that may not be applicable to you, but this is the assigned responsibilities. So you can easily create these, resend them to others. We also have a responsibilities view. So in here, you can see what everyone's doing in a department, and then you can easily move these things over as you're shifting responsibilities and have that all tracked, which can be really great for ISO compliance. So the next thing to show you is the actual knowledge base itself. So in here, you can create articles really easily. You can create titles for things. You can assign them to different division departments or subdivision subdepartments, however you use it. You can also create categories for these things. In here, you can have text, rich text, anything you want. You can include images. You can record videos and have them all stored in here. You can also add files as it's applicable, and you can create challenges. So in here, you have no challenge, right, which just is easy to mark as read. You can require a signature, or you can have a question and answer. So you can set up something like, what's the right method, and then give two options. That's kind of how that works. I'll show you with signature. So when you have that created, select a category. So I have that created, it's here. And so now people can sign it, right? And then they can press this acknowledge and mark as read. So they're having to click a button, and that's what shows up in red here. And then you can see that they signed it. So you can also see, let's go to a little bit of an older article so I can show you a little bit more. So in here, you can see this log is showing just the one time each person read it, the last update, and who read it after that. You can also view to see the expanded, to see a full detailed log of who read before and after each change. So you can also view prior versions of that article or of that policy. And then if you go to all employees, then you can see all of your employees that are in the system, and you can see when they read it at each date or if they haven't read it yet. So if you have a challenge in here, so this is a question answer. And now you have, so they have to, complete this and give the correct answer. If they give the wrong answer or no answer, they won't be able to mark it as read. So all of this is automatic. So, see, it shows up again. All this is automatic. When this is changed, your employees will see the email update, as well as they will just see it in their dashboard that they do have an article that they need to read. It works really well for things that change over time or things that change annually. And so when you have someone who's read something, you can go to their profile. In their profile, you can see the articles and you can print it out. Let's do the sales one. Let me just look that. So if you print out the sales one, then you can see it printed out and you can see the signature data here. So this one didn't have a sign, but it still says, the user, acknowledged on this date, certified by HeManagement. And so it's also showing you the version that they read. So if it's been updated since they read it, and you go to print that certificate, it'll actually give the correct one that they did read. So, it's that much more exact for all that sort of data. So then, let's see here. So then there's also the checklist feature. So checklist lets you basically build these reusable checklists. So if you have a process that you need to keep in, such as when a new employee comes in, or this is an example of a new shipment routing form. And so when a new shipment comes in, someone can start a new copy of it. They can name that copy like with the day, or whatever is applicable. They can then go through and check off these boxes. And so when they finish a section, whoever it is, right? So say customer service finishes a section, it's actually going to look at the next section and say this is assigned to customer service, assigned to a division. So everyone who's in customer service, when you go to assign this, it's going to give you those users. So as employees are being fired or leaving or being promoted, they'll show up automatically in these reusable checklists so that those processes also stay in. And you can also print these out when they're completed so that you have a nice full way of showing your compliance in many different ways. So that is the various features we have for training and managing employees.